Welcome back to the show. Whether you're an amateur chef or a professional chef, you know, it's those repetitive motions that can really get to you, and everybody knows, those of you that sit at a keyboard all day, how that can affect your wrists and so forth. Well, our next guest can help you with that and help create what perhaps could be the world's greatest guacamole. We're joined by Amanda Sterczyk, certified Essentrics instructor, amateur chef, and of course, great mom. Welcome to the show.
Yes,
great to see you as well. So, world famous, world's greatest guacamole.
Yes,
that's what my family tells me.
It sounds like a challenge.
Yes.
It sounds like
She's throwing the gauntlet down.
I have a few secret ingredients, and I'm willing to share them with you today.
We appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank you very
we like
much.
that.
But first, we're going to talk a little bit, because you wanted to talk chefs and cooks, and even the amateur at home, those that get really into it, you can really do some damage to yourself, can't you?
Absolutely. I mean, there's cases of food prep people, cooks and chefs getting carpal tunnel syndrome.
Right.
Stiff neck and back. You know, think about it. You're over the cutting board, chopping away. So it's also, it's not just the muscles being used in a particular way, but you're cutting off the nerve supply so that if you do get an injury, it takes a little longer to heal. And, you know, you can't take a day off if you're a chef.
No, exactly, yeah.
And when you're at home, you know, when you want to cook with food, it's different than just opening a bag, right? You have to peel, you have to chop, you have to grate, you have to mince, and it's a lot of work for your hands. I know sometimes in the winter when I'm making soup, at the end of it, you're just going, oh my God, how many vegetables did I just go through?
So what can you do? Are there little exercises people at home can do?
So there's some great, so I'll get you both to open your hands out. And just try to open your hands as far as you can, nice and straight, and then squeeze them in. So right now we're working mostly the muscles called intrinsic hand muscles. So you have over 30 muscles that work hand movement.
Okay.
Some of them start in your forearm and cross the wrist joint. Now start rolling up one finger at a time. And then others actually start and end in the hand. They're called intrinsic hand muscles.
Okay.
And do a slow circle. Imagine someone's gently pulling your hands away from your wrists. Good, and just sort of shake them out, really wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. And then you can work a little bit the joints, just push a little bit, you're not trying to crack all your knuckles, but
glad you said that. Don't want to damage anything here.
And then to work in the forearm muscles, just gently push on one wrist. So see, my arm is parallel with the ground.
I had it backwards.
Yeah, well,
that's
you and I, we're learning. We're learning.
Pull down, same hand. Okay. So whenever I've done this in schools, teachers say, oh, I love this stretch, right? Because they're writing on chalkboards all the time. So they find this one is, so it can benefit everybody, right?
No
It's not just...
And really simple and something quick to do, right? Before you do food prep, just a few exercises.
And then in between, you know, sometimes I look a bit like a flake in the kitchen because I won't stay and focus on one thing. I'll get up and I'll move around and I'll walk away so that you're changing your posture.
Okay.
And then also, you know, you do a little bit, like get all the fingers moving independently.
Sounds like my wife. She'll put, you know, pine nuts in the pan and then go and do laundry. And I come into the kitchen and there's burnt pine nuts. What? They're pine nuts. They're not going to take long. What's going on here? All right, well, let's get this guacamole started.
Right, so there's no cooking involved. This is preparation.
We like this.
Chef Julie and Chef Derick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Bam.
Oh, yeah.
So I have prepared a few things ahead of time, and then there's a few that were actually, I brought 2 cutting boards, 2 knives, so each of you can do it.
All right.
Okay.
So, and everything's going to go in the same bowl. So in front of you, Derick, there's chopped onion, chopped fresh cilantro, and one of my secret ingredients, cream cheese.
Cream cheese. Okay.
Make it a
All
little
of it
creamy.
in here?
Sure, all of it in.
Okay, what do you want me
And
to
Julie,
do?
do you want to take one of the tomatoes and start chopping a tomato?
So your chopping skills here.
Yeah.
Put to the test.
And don't worry, we're not voting anyone off at the end of it.
No?
So.
Okay, good. Because I think I might lose this one.
And what I've brought on the other end beside you, Derick, are a few alternatives. If you don't have fresh limes, then you can use real lime juice.
Right.
If you can't get fresh cilantro, coriander, you can get the squeeze bottle or coriander. The actual herb works just as well. It's just alternatives.
Can I get one of these going?
You want to get one of those going? Do you know how to?
That size?
I do.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm a
You're
I'm
an
a huge
expert.
fan of the avocado. Oh, I love avocado.
This is the thing, is that his family thinks that his
is the
guacamole
best.
is the
that's
best.
where we came into trouble here. Yeah.
That's
So
right.
that's okay. I'll show you a few other secret ingredients.
Well,
I
I'm
use.
intrigued now because I love trying new things. So
I like the cream cheese idea.
Yeah. And what I did also is I prepared some before I came in this morning, so you can see how it tastes when it's been sitting. The nice thing is if you do it ahead of time, a few 2 to 3 hours before you want to eat it,
Right.
it gives a chance for all the flavors to sort of marry together,
Right.
so it makes it a lot more flavorful.
Right.
And then the key with the lime juice going in is that you can use it the next day. It's not going to turn all brown.
Brown
Right.
and, yeah, no one wants to eat brown.
No.
Exactly. And it's always a bit of a crapshoot when you open avocados, which is why I brought a few in case they were black inside.
Well, this one's a little hard.
Yeah?
But that's okay because we're just going to mush it
Yeah,
down.
and
right?
then there's a garlic over here, so
Oh,
I'll get
yes.
one of you to do the
Okay.
garlic.
I can do that. I'm going to make it
Great.
easier on myself.
Chop it a little. And you're probably feeling your left hand is getting a bit tired. It's not just the right
now's
hand
the
that's
time
working
to
the
do
knife.
this.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
See?
sorry.
Yeah. Right.
Do a little bit of finger, throw away.
Okay, what else? What else do we do here?
Okay, you want to cut the lime in half?
In half
You
this
do that,
way or
and
that
then
way?
I'm going to
It's
do
whatever,
my
we're
exercise
squeezing it in.
now.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to squeeze it.
Yeah, and
See,
we'll
this
probably
is where-
only, it's a fairly big lime, so we'll probably only use half of it because we don't want it too
Right.
limey.
This is where the strong
my
hands come in.
exercise.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go. All right, I'm back.
Yes.
All
Now,
right. Secret ingredients.
so secret ingredients.
You got your cream cheese.
Some halula. Nice
Oh,
nice original
look at
hot
that.
sauce. It's delicious.
Okay. Now, how much would you normally put in?
It's to taste, so start
Okay.
with 2 or 3 drops, and then
Okay.
after we start mixing, you can see if you want to add more.
There we
Okay.
go.
Also, it depends how much raw onion you're using. It's going to give it the
more.
spiciness as
Okay.
well.
And how much of this
Chili
is?
powder.
Ooh, yeah.
Another and that will turn. So when you actually start mixing it in, it's going to make it look browner.
Yeah, we should bring this up because
Right.
this isn't your usual look to guacamole,
No.
right? But you're
How much
saying
do
the
we put
chili
in?
That's
powder
probably good for
will
now.
probably
Add to it.
Yeah.
change the color
Cumin.
like
You can
Cumin.
never have too much cumin.
Never.
That's my
Never.
husband's
Never
philosophy in
too
life.
much.
that. Okay.
So no matter how much I put in, he'll go get it and add more.
Really?
Yeah. He
You
loves
know,
And do the kids like this too?
Yeah, my daughter loves it. My son, he can take it or leave it.
Boys, eh?
Yeah.
boys, I tell you.
And I like to I love the potato masher for getting in there and really mixing
Oh,
it
yeah.
around.
Oh, look what I
It's
put.
okay. Don't worry. I didn't even. I
Here.
wasn't even going to say anything.
That's supposed to go over my
Over the
left
shoulder.
isn't it? Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's pretend that's all done.
Yes.
You know how
Yes.
that works. And let's do the taste test, Julie.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. I wonder if it's going to taste the same as ours, though.
Yeah.
see.
I want to hear what your ingredients are. So,
Oh my God, that's good. Really good.
I agree about the cumin.
Yeah, I've never put cumin in. Mine's very simple. I just do avocado, onion, tomato, lots of fresh cilantro.
Right.
Like
Oh.
I just.
Yeah.
tons. Yeah.
There's so much
Yeah.
cilantro in mine.
Yeah,
you
and
can
sometimes in the
pick it
winter
out.
it's not that nice, so that's why I like to get
Yeah,
this.
Yes.
that's a great idea.
Fantastic.
And then the other thing I find too is in this, nobody wants to turn their oven on in this weather.
Exactly.
So guacamole,
Perfect.
some fresh salsa, bean salad, nice bag of tortilla chips.
I just
right?
bought a bag of avocados at Costco yesterday.
There you go. Now you know what to do with it.
Now I know
Now you
what
have
to
a new spin on
Yes.
the guacamole.
I did, yeah. Thank you.
Workshops. Do you have any
Yes.
workshops coming up?
Open house, so I have some
Okay.
free classes in September 10th to 15th, where all my classes in a variety of locations are going to be free if people want to come and try Essentrics.
Okay.
It's still fairly new in Ottawa. Not everybody knows what it is. They just need to go on the website and register because it's a limited space.
Okay, terrific. So visit the
Great.
website to find out more information about Amanda. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
joining us. And that is an amazing guacamole. We'll be back with more right after this.